We made it. Happy stream day. Happy February. Happy Groundhog Day. Today's a good day because we are premiering. I am premiering. We are going to play together Super Dice Hero Saga February. Bum, bum, bum. I'm delighted to get to show this game, show this month's game off. Man, Super Dice Heroes has been quite a fun adventure too. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and we've got a lot of great responses from folks over the past month. You know, it's great. We had 60 logged scores. I should pull it up. I wonder if I could do that. So yeah, it was just such an awesome response from folks over the past month of playing January's story. So today we're going to play February, and we're going to see how it unfolds in the months ahead. And it's so fun to get to think about incorporating the things that people have done into future months. So today's is themed in a very February way, not in Valentine's Day. I think that's done quite often when we think about February, but this is the day. It is a Groundhog Day. This is the story of a superhero named the Great Groundhog. Can you believe it? So we are going to have a fun time looking at this character. But we'll wait just a few minutes and we'll try to play at least one game. We might play 2 games. I had to change something, so I had to redo my stream key. So I was changing a few things there. Sorry it took me a minute to hop on. But here we are. And today we have a special mission. We're going to try to rescue as many sheep as possible. When we were doing Dice in the Darkness, I was doing some community goals. So we're going to pull out some community goals back to this, trying to work towards this mission. And we're going to try to rescue as many sheep as possible. This month's mission has a bunch of animal bystanders in it, which is so fun. So fun. They're so cute. They ended up so great. My favorite is the little sheep. So we're going to rescue some sheep. Very good. Well, why don't we hop to the table here and we can start to hop in. If you're joining later on a YouTube replay or a Twitch replay, welcome. You can play along too. This is a play along stream. So we're going to see who can get the high score this month. So let's look here at the table. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this one. Let's see. How could I might. No, I'll leave it there. That's all right. Yeah. So I have a few 3D printed items. Let me share some of these things in the chat. So you can go to the BGG page. It looks like the bot is a little slow today. I don't know what that means. But I mean, chat was messing up. So if you're chatting and it's not coming through, well, I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's just super delayed. So I don't know if that's a Nightbot thing or what. But there's a BGG page for Super Dice Heroes. There's also the website, which is really the main hub to get all this stuff. So as I update there first, and then I add the files to Board Game Geek. It takes a few days for admins, moderators to approve a file on BGG. They've got a lot of work that they're doing. So if you want the most direct place, it's the website there. But I made these fun little 3D printed characters. So what we'll need for this mission is 2 tokens, 2 pieces, 2 game pieces. One to represent the Great Groundhog and one to represent the new supervillain, which is Grandma Winter. I haven't painted these yet, so I'm going to use this one that I printed with a green filament. So that will be our great groundhog, just so it's easier to tell which one is which. And this month, too, we're going to still use the same dice roll. So I'll roll for us, and we'll keep using those. But if you're going to be playing later or playing separately, what you need is 3 dice that are the same and 1 die that is different. So we're still using 4 dice, but we're using 1 multicolored die, 1 unique die. And that will represent Grandma Winter's movement. So I'm excited for you to learn how to play this one. Oh, me oh my. You'll notice, too, around this board there are some new areas. There's also these new central zones between 2 of the areas. So it's a fun new option for this month. Can you believe it? So let's why don't I'll do a quick explanation of how to play, and I'll play around here. You need to remember to read the story for this one, and yeah, and then we can log our score after. Sound good? So how about we first do a little promo. Very good. We had the dice night there. This mission for this month is the Great Groundhog. And the Great Groundhog, she is going to be fighting off Grandma Winter. So let's first do a quick overview of how to play, and then we'll get into some more details here as we go. So on a turn, you roll all 4 dice. We'll use the same dice if you're playing along. And with each die, you're going to choose to either help where you are in that location, or to move to a new location. And you'll spend each one of the dice doing that, moving or helping for each one. And then we'll roll again. And it's played over 14 rounds for this one. The original Super Dice Heroes was 10 rounds. Last month's was 12 rounds. This one is 14 rounds because we need to do a few more things because we're adding a new character in here, which is the supervillain, Grandma Winter. Grandma Winter starts in this middle area. It's not an area you can move to. It just kind of represents her. And what you'll do every round, when you roll, you'll use that blue die, and that will go in the snowflake place. Hey, Jen Cam Plays Board Games. How are you? Thanks for saying hey. Hope you're doing well today. Just jumping into a how to play here of this free Roll and Write Premiere. If you're interested in joining in, here's the link. You're more than welcome to. And so with the blue die, what you'll always start by writing that in first. So if this was my roll, I'd write a 2 there in the snowflake area. Then I write 4, 5, 6. The reason why that's important is that at the start of every round, Grandma Winter moves. And she moves according to that snowflake die. So she would move here to the 2 area. That's always how a round starts, is you first move Grandma Winter, and then you'll take your turn doing the moving and helping and all that jazz. And here's the thing. If you ever end your turn, end the round in the same area as Grandma Winter, then the next round you do not get to use that unique die. Because you still get to use all 4 of these dice normally. But if you end up in the same area, she freezes you and you can't use her blue die that she moves with. Cool? Now, if the same number's rolled, say a 2 is rolled on that blue and she's there, she just stays there. Lurk away, lurk away. Yes, 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 indeed. Thank you. Yeah, so we're jumping in here. This is, you can impact the story as you play along and try to go even for the high score, which was fun. We just wrapped up January. So here's February. It's Groundhog Day. This is so relevant this very day. So we'll do that over 14 rounds. Now, Grandma also, you'll notice that she has a life bar points here. And so she has 6 life. And it goes from left to right, and it's numbers 1 through 6. So in order to defeat her, you'll need to mark all those off in order. Now, the only way you can deal damage to her is if you're in the same location as her. So if I'm in this zone right now, I could spend a 1 to deal 1 damage to her. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and look around at all the other locations. Oh, I didn't say this. When Grandma Winter is defeated, you just remove her from the board, or you can put her back in the middle, whatever way. I like to remove her so that I don't accidentally move her around. You don't have to move her around anymore. Well, let's look at each location and then kind of break down what this mission is all about. And then we'll read our story. So let's look here at the farmhouse, the 1 zone. This one is this rectangle here. And it's got 3 columns. There are little arrows at the bottom showing that you need to start from the bottom and work your way up. And then it's alternating odd and even within each column. You may not be able to see it on the video, but it's lightly colored odd and lightly colored even. So you can put any number in there as long as it's an odd number, 1, 3, 5, or an even number, 2, 4, 6. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, Steph, how are you, friend? Hope you're having a good week. Everything's going well. We're jumping in playing a new mission today, February. Just starting into some rules explanation. So you'll start from the bottom and work your way up, alternating odd, even, odd, even. Now you can start a column and then continue from another column. You'll notice that when you finish a column, you get one of these animal bystanders. The other mission had bystanders that looked unique, but they all were worth just points, 4 points. This one is, there are these barnyard animals that are all around the farm. And depending on which ones you collect, it's got a little set collection element to it of they're worth more and more points the further on a track you go. So if I rescue a chicken, I come down here to the chickens and I mark an X. And at the end of the game, I would score the furthest X I had. If it's just 1 chicken, just 1 point. But if you're able to get all 8 chickens, 36 points. Holy moly's. If you're able to get all 4 sheep, it's 15 points. So think about that. The more of you get of one type, the more points payoff it is. So you see there's a pig, a sheep, and a chicken up here. Also, when you finish these rows, you'll get different bonuses. That's all good. It's all good. No worries. Glad you're saying hey. Have you played any good games lately, Steph, or work going all right? So when you finish a row, you get a move or a help bonus. Let's talk about those really quick. You can get those. You circle them down in coordinated spots. The orange are the help. The green are the move. The help, when you spend them, you get an additional die, a free die of any number to help in your current location. The move one, you get a free extra additional die used only for movement. So those are fun. Those are helpful. And if at the end of the game you didn't spend those, you didn't use earned bonuses, you get a point for each one that's not used. Work is okay. Okay. Very good. Register for classes. Excellent. Can you believe it's February already? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Here's what's fun about this one too is you'll notice that there are snowballs. Now, the story, which we'll get to, Grandma Winter comes to this farm, is trying to capture the groundhog so that winter, it's always winter. And so there are icicle minions that are attacking, and there's this poor farmer that is captured. And so you can throw snowballs at minions to defeat them. So there are these snowballs, and these are an immediate, as soon as you get it, you do it, and it lets you X off any minion anywhere on the board. Anywhere. You don't have to be in the same location as that minion, because you're throwing a snowball, you have really good aim, you can go long distance for it. Now you're probably wondering, what about these icicle minions? If you'll notice, each location has 3 of them, and each trio of them are surrounding some sort of bonus. So up at the top, they're surrounding a lock, an unlock symbol, which is coordinated with the farmer. In these 2 locations, they are surrounding a heart, which is a way to deal extra damage to Grandma Winter. And here at the windmill, they are surrounding a fist, which represents punching this icicle villain. You see this one looks even bigger and scarier. So to defeat an icicle minion, you can spend any number die, and you just X that icicle minion off. You come down here, they're worth a point at the end of the game, so you mark that there. And if you ever finish the 3rd one, so if you defeat all 3, you get the bonus that they are surrounding. Usually, it's kind of an interesting thing of the actual area here has a better payoff for points. But if you want to unlock this character, you have to do both things, right? Because the farmer, you need to do both locks on each thing. So it encourages you to move around and do that jazz. Also, you ready for some rules? Each location, each area has an added honor bonus, additional way to earn honor if you completed that thing for that area. So for the farmhouse, those numbers that you're writing here, if you're able to write each number, if each number is represented there, then you get the bonus of 10 points here. And so that would be writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 somewhere here. And those are there just to help mark that off. Cool. Let's look at the barn. The barn is kind of a classic one of these. You spend the die and it matches, and you mark it off. And then if you finish a row or column, you get those coordinated bonuses. The additional payoff here is if you finish this whole area, do all 12 boxes, you get the cow. You rescue a cow. Cows there's only 2 of them, and they're worth 5 points for one. If you get both of them, they're 15 points. Very good. Let's look at the field. The field is a unique place because it has 4 rows. You can start in any row and you can continue on from any row. You don't have to finish one before going to the next one. But this, you're trying to plant all the same crop. And so you want to have all the dice be the same. So the first number can be anything, but then the next 2 numbers you put in that row have to be the same number. You'll see that when you finish a row, there are bonuses and honor incorporated with them. Also, if you finish pairs of fields, they're coordinated with certain animal bystanders you rescue. And here's this wild additional bonus for this one. It says this: each field that is the same number as another field, you get +5 honor. So if this row is, I put 4s there, and then in another row I put 4s, those 2 match. They're the same number. So I would get the bonus for 2. I would get 2 +5 bonuses. So if you do all 4 rows the same, or if you do 2 rows the same number and 2 other rows a different number but are the same number, you would get all 4 of these bonuses. Hopefully that makes sense. You'll notice 2 of these minions are surrounding this heart. This is, if you do that, then you just X off Grandma Winter's next die. You deal her a damage. And you do not have to be in the same location as her for that. It's like, oh, you defeated enough of my minions. I'm hurt now. Deal a damage to her. If you'll notice too, if you finish Grandma Winter off, do all 6, that's how you get the Groundhog, because she has captured the Groundhog. Let's look at the old oak tree over here on the farm. This one, you start at the bottom and you work your way up through the branches. The first number can be any number, and you X off that die. And then it branches off, and you see it's like a 1, a 3, and a 5. And as you go further on each one of those, it continues to branch off, and you unlock the different bonuses. And if you're able to get all 12 of these dice X'd off, you get a +10 bonus. Go to the windmill. This is the most unique location we've ever done, and I like it. I think it's different. It's actually not that hard to finish it, but if you want to get bonuses, that's where it becomes a little more difficult. So you always start up here in the top left where this little gray arrow is pointing to. You can put any number in there. The next number, you see it goes around. You're going to go clockwise around this windmill. The next number can be any number. Keep going clockwise, any number. And then any number. Then you see it goes inward and keeps going clockwise around. And you can put any number in there. So it's very easy to complete the windmill. And you unlock different bonuses as you go along. But here's where you can get some bonus points. For each blade of the windmill, you see like there's 3 of them in a blade. Well, when you finish one, when you get all the way to the middle and finish, then you get plus 5 points per blade finished. And also bonus, each blade that is the same number, so all 4s or all 3s there in a blade, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, then you get 5 extra points per blade. Cool. If you'll notice too, this one has the punch for this icicle boss, icicle villain. I didn't say what the farmer does or the icicle villain does when you get them. Let's talk about the farmer real quick. The farmer, it has this little barn icon and +1, and that is indicating that every animal bystander you rescued is worth 1 bonus point. So if you rescue a ton of animal bystanders, that could be a ton of points. It's kind of the same deal for this. It's a ×2 multiplier for the icicle minions. Icicle minions is worth 1 point, so that makes all of them then worth 2 points. Pretty sweet. The silos, this is my favorite because it has the highest potential for payoff of points. It has 2 columns. You start from the bottom and work your way up. You can start one column and then start the other column. It doesn't matter. You don't have to finish one and then start the other. You can go in any order. The first number can be any number. The next number on top of that number has to be equal to or less than. Think stacking blocks. You know you're going to put a smaller block on top as you go. And if you're able to finish a silo, put the 6th number in there, then it has a question mark there. Then you write that number over here and you multiply it by 4. Don't we love math? And that's how much honor you get for this area. So if you're able to keep the number very high, so if you put a 6 here and then do a 6, a 6, a 6, oh no, here's a 5, and then you do another 5, then you would write a 5 here, it'd be 5 times 4, and you would get 20 points for all those. If you can do all 6s, then you would get 6 times 4, you get 24 points. But say you're like going along at 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 3. Okay, it would be 3 times 4, which is 12, which is still a decent amount of points. And you get to do that for each silo. Okay, we have explained the game. The last thing is you have a superpower. And this lets you have 3 uses of it. At any time, you can change an already rolled die +1 or -1. You can increase a die by 1 or decrease it by 1. You may be asking, what about 1s and 6s? Well, you cannot decrease a 1 and you cannot increase a 6. So the 1 has to go to a 2 or the 6 has to go to a 5. You can spend that multiple times on the same die. And so if you really needed a 3 and all you had were 5s, you could spend it twice to change that 5 to a 4 and then that 4 to a 3. Now remember, this is not an extra die. This is changing an already rolled die. But this really helps because sometimes the rolls just do not go your way. That's everything. You know what it's time for? It's time for some story. Gather round around the fire. It's time for a fireside chat as we read February's story. Hope you have a nice warm drink to drink. There are no tall buildings to be found. There is not the hustle and bustle that comes from a city that never sleeps. The only thing out here that can be heard is the sound of animals mooing, baaing, and oinking. And on this little farm up in her room is a girl holding and cuddling her pet, Groundhog. Yes, you read that right, a groundhog. She says to her furry friend, "You have a big day tomorrow. It is your day, dear Groundhog. Whether you see your shadow or not, you'll always be my beloved Groundhog." She snuggles her dear pet again. She couldn't be happier. But as she exhales, She sees her breath in the air. She feels a cold chill in the room. Her farmer father screams from downstairs, "Help, help! The ice! It's alive!" She runs to her closet, grabbing the mask and costume that her father has never known about. Her window explodes open as an old woman covered in frost bursts into the room, snatching the beloved groundhog. "I've got you now. Now it will always be winter." She cackles and disappears out of the room through the window. The girl emerges from the closet, needing to save her father, her family farm, and her dear groundhog. There is only one person who can save the day, and she is the great groundhog. Bum, bum, bum. All right, we're going to jump in here and play this round. This mission today, we're trying to rescue sheep. So if you're watching or playing along, our community goal for today is try to rescue as many sheep as possible. So I'm going to command sheep, exclamation point sheep, here when I rescue my sheep. But this is just a fun extra. There's no bonus points for it, but I do have a fun, silly little animation that will show up. Did it already show up? Maybe it will. I think it already showed up when I came to it. Here's what it looks like. Nope. That's that. I've got it. I'll do it when I rescue sheep. Pressure's on. All right, so let's start off with a roll. I really like how this one turned out. This one was an all-month project. So first we roll, it's a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 4. So first thing you always do is you're going to move Grandma to the location that showed up on the blue die. So we have some options here. I like to talk through my turns and try to get the best plan, but you feel free to do your thing. So where can we go? First off, I mean, we have the potential to go to any location by spending our superpower, but let's look at just the dice and the options we have. So we would have zone 1, which we don't have many odd numbers, so that's not a great plan to start. We have zone 2, which if we go there, we could deal Grandma Winter some damage, but then we would need to run away so that we don't lose our die next turn. Or we have the old oak tree, which actually would be a pretty good start because we could knock out the 1 and the 2. I kind of like that start. So we'll spend the 4 and move to the old oak tree area. And now we actually get to spend all of our dice. So we'll spend a 2 to do the first one. We'll spend a 1 to do this, and we hit a snowball. So we can throw a snowball anywhere, at any minion. I don't know. Why don't we go ahead and do this one? We'll do one where we are. We didn't have to do it there. We could have been any minion anywhere. And then we'll spend the 2, and this gives us this chicken. Oh, what am I doing? So we need to get this sheep here, this sheep here, this sheep here, and then we need to come down to the silos and get that sheep. So we have 4 sheep to rescue. All right, we stayed away from Grandma that round, but she is coming to us this very moment, which is totally okay. So first thing we do is we write that 4 in the snowflake zone. She'll come here to the 4 zone. So I like this is new, right? This is a new thing for this mission that the game is interacting with us now. And so now we have to respond to it. So first thing I want to do is knock out 1, 2 and deal Grandma some damage because she is now in our location. We have a 4, we have a 1. We could flee, which I guess we will do. There's a help bonus here too, which is good. I say we're going to spend one of our bonuses, superpowers, and change this 4 to a 3, and that gives us a help bonus. And then we have a 1. I guess we flee, eh? We're going to run away. Or actually, here's what I'd like to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend our help bonus we just got and get this other chicken. And we have this 1 die we haven't spent yet. And we'll do that to get a move bonus. And then now we're going to spend the move bonus. We can go anywhere we want. Where do we go? I don't know. Let's go to the barn. Let's go to the barn. We'll go hang out at the barn. So we're not wasting any dice next round with Grandma Winter messing with us. That was the goal there. So first we do her number 5, and then 1, 1, 4. So she'll fly down. What was she doing? Is she like Frozone in Incredibles, like doing an ice floor? Is she like Iceman from X-Men? I don't know. Maybe she just flies. Use your creativity how you'd like to. So we ended up in the 2 zone, and we have 1, 1, 4, 5. So this isn't the worst because we're going to do 1. I think we're just going to go ahead and knock all these out. The question is, which 5 do we do? I think we do this one, and then if we hit a 6, then we'll have a move bonus to work with. It's funny, some turns are just very fast in Super Dice Heroes. It's just like, okay, I'm doing this at this location, boom, got it. But there are other turns where you're finishing a location or you need to move, and then you're like, how do I best mitigate? How do I best spend these dice? 1, 4, 5, 6. Grandma moves to the 1 zone. It's fine. We're okay. We hit a 4, which we cannot use, but we're going to spend our other dice. So we're going to spend the 1, spend the 6, and that gives us our move bonus. That paid off. We'll do the 5. Now we have a 4. We could move back to the 4 zone. I don't love that. I think we knock out one of these icicle minions. We also could change this 4 to a 3. I think we go ahead and do one of these icicle minions. Now, I forgot to mark this earlier, but we have knocked out another one here. You can mark it down at the bottom so you don't forget to score at the end. All right. So we have 4, 4, 5, 6. This was not the best roll for our location, but we'll make it work. Will we, though? So I think I'll do a 6. Get our other chicken. I mean, I guess we're doing chickens here. We have our move. We could... Gosh, I really would love to hit... I guess we're going to go over to the farmhouse. We'll spend our move bonus. We'll go to the farmhouse. And then we need to alternate odd, even. So we do need to change one of our dice. We'll change the 4 to a 3. And then we're going to do this middle column. So we'll go 5, 4, and then remember we changed 1 to a 3. We're trying to get our sheep. We're trying to also get a variety of numbers here. Get all the numbers represented. Wow, how about that? So 6, she flies down to the silos, and the rest are 5s. This is really good for the field. We also could do a 6 here and go ahead and get our sheepy. Let's do it. So we'll spend the 6 here. We got sheep. Here's the good news. Are you ready?
Thank you.
You're welcome. right, now we have a 5 and a 5, and that gives us a help. And then now we just have 1 5 left over. You can see you can only put evens there. Hey, Mac, how are you? Thanks for saying hey. Hope you're doing well. Whenever we rescue our sheep, it says thank you. EWE. Thank you. So punny. Well, I guess we could. I don't like to use. I always end up using the bonuses too quickly. Let me mark these 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a 1 and a 2. I think we're just going to knock out one of these icicle minions. Look at them. Trouble. Trouble. It always cracks me up because the first of the month, you finish this one. Yes, that's exactly it, Mac. You, right? Isn't that's like a sheep, like a baby sheep? Because now the timer has started for March. I work well under deadlines, though. I need a good deadline. So we have 2, 1, 2, 2. She's hanging here. The 1s and 2s are perfect for us. This was a really good roll. This was actually just a great roll. So we're going to do 2, 2, and then we'll do. I actually think we want the chicken. 1, 2. That gave us a help. Look how many chickens we've gotten. I should have done a chicken animation. So, gosh, I hate to abandon our sheep, our ewes. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what, Mac? I think there's a I think it's a Twitch thing. Because if you'll, I don't know if you can see, I'll put in, here's like the link to the game. And it shows up here right above me in the chat box here. And then look how long it takes Nightbot to do it, like a good while. So I think it's a Twitch thing. And even as I was trying to get the pop out of the chat, I had to reload Chrome, and it like wasn't loading. And so it finally came up, but I think it's just they've got issues today. We're running slow. It's okay. I like some slow days. It's good to run slow some days. Oh, I didn't. Here's my other deal. Since I have written all the different numbers here, I get this 10-point bonus. You see that it just came up. Isn't that wild? All right, she's going to move to 4 zone. We have 4, 3, 4, 5. We hit the halfway point there. I guess we finish off this area, don't you think? But we do have 3, 4. We can almost knock her out. Yeah, I think we need to do this. So we need an odd number first. Why don't we do a 5 and then a 4? I'm going to move them so I don't forget. It's true. You know, there. I've got two silly things to think about. There's this show called Avenue 5, which is on HBO, and comedy about this cruise ship out in space, set in the future, and it gets lost or stranded. You know, and it's like a comedy of errors. All the bad things happen. It has like Hugh Laurie and all these comedians in it. But one of the gags, one of the running things in it is that when they communicate with Earth, they're on a huge delay. And the way they do it, it's always so funny. So they're like, I think it's like a 5-minute delay or a 2-minute delay. And it's really, really funny the way it plays out. Because they'll be saying something and then they'll finally be getting the transmission back. And of course it plays into the story. But we were at church and we used Zoom. And, you know, at one of the churches, it's so delayed. It's out in the rural area. And so like it was where a point in where we're saying hi to people on Zoom and on the call, and it's like, hey, how are you? And it was so delayed, and then they'd be like, hi, so glad to be joining you. Like it kept happening. Or it was like already said bye. All right, well, hopefully we're coming through. All right, we'll talk to you later. And then I'm doing the benediction like a minute later and like, thanks so much. It's like, what the? Here we go. I have a 3 and a 4 still to spend. Oh, we also here get 2 snowballs. Well, let's go ahead and take care of those. Well, you know, I think I'm actually going to do this. We're going to stay where we are. We got the pig. I forgot the pig. Pig, pig, pig. I'm going to use these 2 snowballs to knock out these 2 away from me. So you see that gives this lock. And then I'm going to spend this 3 and 4 to take care of these 2 icicle minions where I am so that we rescue the farmer. That makes all the animals we get a bonus point. How many of these did we just do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was pretty good. We have a move now, and then we can see where Grandma goes. If she comes right to us, we may try to just defeat her if the rolls go our way. She's going to go to the 3 area. 3, and then we have 1, 2, 2. We could try to go finish the barn, which would not be the worst. I think we do that. I think we'll spend our 1 and go to the barn, right? Because we can go anywhere. Then we'll go 2, 2, and 3. That gives us a help and a snowball. Combos! Combo! I think we're going to want to try to knock out this icicle dude down here. So I'm going to do a long distance shot and kill that guy. Who voices the thank yous. It's amazing what you can do with the speeding up of sound on iMovie. It was me. All right, we're doing okay. Even if we don't hit a 3 here, we have a help bonus. Well, we hit a 3 anyways. All right, she's going to go to 1, 2, 3, 6. Let's spend our 3. Here we go. You ready?
Thank you.
Got him. Got him. We got a lot of points here. We got all those. We got the sheepo. We have a 1, 2, 6. We also have a move bonus that I think I'm looking to spend. This 1 is not amazing. It really is not, is it? We could go get some chickens. I mean, we're getting towards the end of the game also. Like, we need to remember that part of it. What do we do with this 1, though? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to the silos. We're going to put a 6 in here because that's what you want to do. And then we're going to do a 1 and a 2 to knock out these 2 minions. Are we even just going to ignore Grandma? That seems so bad, doesn't it? Like we just avoided her the whole time and we like rescued our dad. We defeated this villain and then she just, I guess, runs away at the end. I mean, you're out 25 points because that's what the Groundhog is worth. I really tried to encourage it to be like, you should defeat Grandma. The Grandma Winter, not your grandma. 5, 1, 5, 5. This was a very good roll. I think we'll put the 1 here. We are 1 step closer to doing the minion, the villain, I mean. Then we're going to do 5, 5, 5. That gives us chicken. Gives us a snowball, and that gives us a help bonus. What do we do with a snowball? I think we do it here. Oh my gosh, we're doing it. So we'd like some more 5s. I really, of all the locations, I really like the silos, because it feels, I really like the, ooh, if I can do that, I feel so clever. We hit a 5. That's what we needed. So she's going to hang in the 1 zone. 1, 1, 2, 5. Start by spending a 5 here, and that gives us another sheepo.
Thank you.
Our goal is to get all 4 sheep. We are getting close. We also have 1, 1, 2. I think we snagged this chicken real quick, right? You know what I mean? We have so many help bonuses too. All right, watch this. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to do a 1 and a 1 and get this chicken. All right. I'm going to spend a help and put a 5 here. And that is 5 times 4, which is 20 points. That was a good payoff. Oh, we got the cow here too. What am I doing? 18. What is that? 26. Pretty interesting. So I guess we spent our 1 and a 1. So we have a 2 left over. Here's my... Oh. Did I confuse myself? No. Did I just spend the move and didn't move? I thought I had it. When did we get that? We were here, we were here. And then we moved down here. Oh, did I really? 1, 2. Oh, I guess I miscalculated. Got ahead of myself. So I guess now we have a 2 to spend, eh? I do not love that. What have I done? Not like this. I guess we go over to the field. Oof. You know what? I'm going to back up and just, instead of doing a 1 and a 1, I'm going to do a 2, a 1, and a 1. So I'm going to put in the 2 at the bottom. So that gives the snowball, and then that'll knock this out. And that gives us this. That gives a bunch of points. So we're actually not looking to finish our silo. We had a 1. We did. All right, she stays there. 1, 2, 5, 6. It seems anticlimactic not to mess with her, defeat her, but that's what we're doing. All right, so I'll put a 1 here. Gives us a move bonus. All right. Someone is revving their engine next door. All right, and then I will spend that move and go to the old oak tree. We've done a 1. So we want to hit this 3, 4. We don't have a 4 though. So we'll spend this help to do a 3. Then we'll do a 2. Gives us a snowball. I guess I'll hit this one from a distance. From a distance. I've missed marking 1 here. There we go. Then we have a 5. And then we'll do a 6 here. We've spent all of our dice. This is wild. I think we'll be okay. We have 1 help left over. So, oh my god, she moves to our zone in the last round. So we potentially could defeat her. I don't think we will. I don't think we can. So we'll start by spending a 4 and getting our last sheep. We did it. Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think we'll do this 6 and get that bonus. And I really think that we knock out these 2 icicles because they're each worth 2 points. And I think she just hangs out in this spot. I don't know, what do we do? Give her a hug? It's literally Groundhog Day. I'm not even rescuing the groundhog. Such a monster. We missed out on defeating 2. So that's the end of the round. That's the end of the game. We have a leftover. We didn't spend our last superpower. Saving some energy. Let's do some points. Let's do some points. How about that? Maybe we become friends. Oh, she was just misunderstood the whole time. So we get all of these points here in zone 1. You see this? I didn't circle them, but we do get them. So what is that? 10, 22, 32. We got all these, which is 16, 26. 3 zone, we got nothing. 4 zone, we got all of those, and we finished it. So we get 10. What was that? 12, 18, 28. This is quest for 200 in this game. Windmill, we didn't do anything. Silos, we finished one, we didn't finish the other, so we got 20 points. I think silos was not the best payoff for us. Let me double check and make sure I got all our animals. 1 pig, right? We got 6 chickens and 4 sheep. We finished our community goal. And 1 cow. Yep. All right. So that is, what is that? Oh, math. Oh, math. Hello again. 21 plus 15 is what? 36 plus 5, 41 plus 3 is 44. No groundhog. I got this, so it's a point for every single animal I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do I really have this left over? Did I not spend this? 2, 4. I have a help left over. That's wild. It's just a point. That's funny. All right, and then these jokers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I got the bonus, so another 16. Time for some math. Steph is asking, who won last month? I have the 3. Let me say that real quick. I just did it and posted the results on the WordPress site and over on Board Game Geek, which is really fun to show the behind the scenes of that. Oh man, what an endeavor. What a fun thing we're in. We go to the February mission. And log score impact story. Nope. I went to the wrong mission. January mission is what I meant to do. It's gonna be wild at the end of the year to have just 12 of these. Gosh. I hope we can make it. All right, here it is. January mission log score stats results. Here we go. So the top 3 were Joggle or Yogle. I don't know how to pronounce their name. First place with 145 points, which is pretty wild. Second place with 142 is Schoolmarm 5. She or they play a lot of games on BGG and log their score there. They got 142, so very close. And then third place was just 3 points behind that, 139. Someone named Ray S. Ray S. There you go. 145, 142, 139. But it's time for me to do some math. Can you believe 145? It's wild. It is a wild score. Yeah. Oh no, the phone's ringing. I'm gonna mute it. I forgot to turn my phone off here. Hey, watch a promo. All right. Sorry, I had a phone call come through and leaving a message, and so check this score out.
Thank you.
195. This is a quest for 200 game. Here's what I'm so delighted about for these. Let me move this out of the way. Is we have an achievement sheet. Achievement. So all this is included on that website. All free. I believe it's just achievement. But here's what's fun is after each game, you get to keep up with your score and see how well you did. So first play. How about I get a pen? Here we are. Is today 2/2/23. What a good day. Happy Groundhog Day. He saw his shadow. Puxatawny Phil saw the shadow. And we scored 195. That's a great start. Are we going to break 200? All right, I eased up on some of these achievements to make them a little easier. There was especially one achievement last month, which was just a little too hard. So we did get total score of at least 150, total score of at least 175. Let's see what else we had. Rescue all 8 chicken bystanders? Nope. Defeat all the icicle minions in a single game? We almost did. Score all 4 of the +5 bonuses for Area 5 Windmill. That's going to be hard. Score 40 or more honor in Area 6 silos. That's going to be hard too. That'll be fun though when we get it. And then log score, play 2 games. All right, did we defeat Grandma Winter? No. We defeated Icicle Villain. We did not rescue the Groundhog. That's how you defeat her. We rescued the farmer. Dad, you're welcome. And this is if you at least rescued one of these, which we rescued all of them. Feels good, right? First play, you get a lot of these. Yep. It's kind of like, have you seen everything? You know, you're like trying to 100% the game is the idea. Oh. I see, Mac. How about that? That's so funny. Right. We do month, day. And you do day, month. So this is when it matches, it works. We did not get both cows. We did not get all 3 little pigs. We did get all 4 sheepo. So you can see we've got some more missions. We can look and get all 8 chicks. We did get at least one of these icicle minions. And then we did not get all 18. We were very close, though. We were very close to doing it. Yeah, who is backwards? What is life? What is time? Yeah. I do love those differences, those different differences between countries. Cracks me up. So, how about that? That was a fun play. It's 107. We're going to play one more. I'm going to try to get a few more of these achievements. And we have to rescue this silly groundhog. I can't believe I didn't do it that time. And I'm wondering if I'm actually going to be able to even get 195 or get 200. That's the goal. Let's see. What is that sound? Printing, printing, printing. Very good. Oh, we need to read our end of round story too. So many things. Shall we gather around the fire? Here it is. Here's what these pages look like. These are the rules. So it's 2 pages of rules and the last page, 3rd pages of the story. But let's read a story. Here we go. You throw Grandma Winter to the ground as icicle minions squeal and flee. No one messes with my Groundhog's Day. That was pretty bad. Your groundhog scurries over to you with delight, chirping and teeth chattering to show its appreciation. Your father looks at you with a newfound appreciation. You? Uh-oh. Hang on. Got caught. Here we go. You? You're the great groundhog? My goodness. I'm so proud. This sure will be a Groundhog Day to remember. You lift up your pet groundhog in celebration. As all the rescued farm animals sound their glee, you think to yourself, that was a close one. I might need to find some help next time. Wow. All right. Sorry, I had to grab my printer. It got caught on some papers there. Well, shall we go? Shall we go again? Quest for 200, quest for 210? Is it even possible? I don't know. I do not know. I think we can do it. So here's what I'd like to do for this round. I want to get the groundhog and Grandma Winter. And then maybe we could get both cows and both pigs. How about that? How about that? I think we try it. I think we try it. I cannot believe 3D printing pieces. That's just so fun to me. This is good. This is good. We're doing it. Let's jump in. If you want to play along, I guess that was achievements is what I needed to type. That's probably what it was. Is it possible? For 210, I do think so. I think that this one, Designer Corner, gather round. This is Fireside Chat. So with the original Super Dice Heroes, like to get the high score, there was some areas were better than others, right? Had better payoff. And some of them it was like higher risk, higher reward deal. So with Mission January, I had it so each location was a little more equalized, like all the point payoff were very similar. So if you're trying to get a high score in that one, it's like less swingy, like it's more middle ground, right? Less like Feast Famine kind of things. February, this mission, I tried to make it that the points could be a little swingier. So if you get all 8 chickens, if you go really hard into a certain strategy, then it would have a really good payoff. And so I think the point swings are going to be a little more drastic per play. This is a little more in vein of That's So Clever, Gone Shown Clever, which is just like perfection of a game in my mind. I think it's such an awesome roll and write. But it has the foxes in that game that you score, for every fox you get, you score your lowest area, which is so clever. That's so clever. But you're trying to hit those spots so to get as many foxes as you can. And when you play that game, like log a lot of plays and trying to get high scores, there is like a certain route to get it. So I say all that there are certain parts in this February mission that are really swingy. The best example of that being the silos.
Thank you.
Whereas if you can get all 6s along the way, you get a really great payoff. Same is true for the windmill in the field. The payoffs in those 2 locations are really big, which I think is fun. It makes me want to play more. I don't know if it makes a lot of people want to play more, but part of it, this game's free, so I do whatever I want, all right? And I'm doing what makes me happy and is fun. So like that's kind of the leading part of it. Like, oh, would that be fun? I also think it's neat, to try to finish off these different characters. So the hope is that that you would want to play this game, that this could hopefully last through February is the goal. That each play you would kind of be, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get all the cows this time. I'm gonna try to get all the chickens this time, and you go around and do that. So we'll see what March holds. And the big new mechanic is this character moving around, another character. And next month we may have a sidekick. I don't know fully what that will entail, but a sidekick will add some extra fun flavor to it. So I wish I had a blank sheet so I could. Here's a preview. You want to see a preview of next month's? It looks like this. It's blank. That is this. That is next month's. Nothing yet. That's what the month is for. So here's our first roll. Grandma moves down to 6. It's a new mission. Maybe we go to the windmill and hang out there for a bit. What are our choices? 2, 4, or 6? Do we go to the barn? Hang out there for a bit? What's 4? If we go to 4 zone, that's not great. We could go to the 6 zone. Grandma's there, though. I kind of want to go to the windmill and start working that. Oh, all right. All right, Mac. Mac, it's Giant Joe. Look out. Coming to get you.
Thank
All right,
you.
we're going to spend one of these for the 6 and go down to the windmill. And I'm going to do 2, 4, 6. We hit a snowball. I do want to defeat Grandma. So we're going to go a long distance and hit that icicle there. I like the snowballs. I like combos, the combo-rificness of it, of do this, do that, oh, and then that does this. I want more of that. Maybe that's what March will be. I'm trying to think special things in March. It's Women's History Month. Could feature that. This month's Black History Month. I didn't feature that at all in this story here. So, you know, it's interesting to think about that. Other holidays in March? When is St. Patrick's Day? That's okay. Okay, so Grandma works, you always move her first. She's the blue die. So like it's a 4 right now. So I'll write in 4, 1, 3, 6. Yeah, maybe St. Patrick's Day. Is that it? That'd be fun. I would hate to get into too many like tropes that are not helpful for people, you know? Like a leprechaun. I don't know. Like, is that, I don't know. I need to think on this some. I don't know if I want to put all that out there right now. All right, so she always moves first. So here she moves to the 4 zone. And if you ever end the round in the same location as her, then you may not use the unique die for the next round. So it's not the worst. You know, it's not like she deals you damage or anything. It's just that she freezes that die for you for next round. So it makes you like, oh, I better move away right now. It just makes you move a little bit more. And then you can only deal her damage if you're in the same location. And you see the damages 1 through 6 here in order. So this roll was actually pretty decent because we're going to try to get this windmill achievement. The question is, we do 1 or 3. It's the same difference, I guess. We'll do a 3 because it's easier to manipulate to a 3. Gives us a move bonus. And then we're going to spend this to change the 1 to a 2. Get a chicken. Then we'll put the 4. Then we'll get the 6. And we'll get another chicken. That was actually really good. Now we need 3s, 2s, 4s, and 6s. If we could do 3, 2, 4, 6 again, that would be amazing. Correct. Yep, Mac, that's right. So that is true. You can only defeat her by damaging her, which you can only do by being in the same space. And also, there are these 2 sets of minions in Zone 3 and Zone 4, and when you defeat the trio of them, it automatically, no matter where she is or where you are, it takes away her next heart. It deals her heart damage. So that's the kind of the exception to that rule. You know, what's great about rules is making exceptions. Okay, here we go. 2. She'll go up here, and then we have 4, 5, 5. Oh my gosh, we're doing great. Look at this. 2, 4, 6. So we need to. Oh, I guess we changed the 4 to a 3. Gives us a help. And then now we do this 2. We change that 4 to 3. We do the 2. We have a 5 and a 5. Do we just punch punch? Do we move somewhere and then do 5, 5? Oh, this is snowball. Let's do it here, long distance. I really do want to finish this zone. We have to hit 4, 6, and 3. Or at least 2 of those, and we have a help. I think we're going to move away and do a 5, 5 somewhere. We need very specific numbers, don't we? But maybe we move somewhere and then get a help bonus and then come back to the windmill later when we have those exact numbers. 5, 5 is not bad to go over to silos either. I think we do that. Let's go to the silos and let's do 5, 5. We get another chicken. Maybe we're going to try to get all the chickens. Must damage her from 1 to 6 in order, did you say? That's right. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, it's real small here, but it's got a little arrow here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in order. All right, 6. She's coming right to me. And then 1, 5, 5. Here we go. We do want to defeat her. This was not great. Well, let's see what we can do. First, let's do a 1 to her. She's in the same location as us. My goodness. I think we do a 5 and a 5 right now. That gives us a help bonus. And we also hit a snowball. And I think we hit this other icicle minion, and that does a heart. So we're on our way. We have a 6 left over. Do we get out of here? I think we need to get out of here. The 6 is good because we can go anywhere we want. Do we go back to the windmill and hope we roll well? Yeah, let's do it. I really do want to finish that one. I really do. We got our helps, so now we just need any combination of 3, 4, or 6. No, I don't think it's your TV. I believe it is the quality of my camera. Yeah, the other ones are all the same too, Mac. That's true. 2. She goes to the 2 zone. And 2, 4, 6. Well, this was great. We'll spend the 4 and the 6. And you see we're getting these when we finish each blade automatically. And also since these are the same number, we're getting these bonuses, which is amazing. And we'll spend our last one of our helps to do 3 here. We did it. We got that achievement, which is awesome. So we have 2 and a 2 left. Which is real awkward. Because she's in the 2 zone. We don't want to go up there. Blurg. I guess we defeat 2 of these icicles. Yeah, that's fine. It's kind of weird, right? I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I thought that was going to be a real hard one. Yeah, I'm with you, Mac Minions. I do think when you make this a mechanic, like add this into the rules that you need to move Grandma, like I am never forgetting to write my, write the numbers now, you know? So you don't need to worry about forgetting a turn, writing your numbers up there. No, 2, 4, 5. I wrote the 6 wrong. It's a 5. So she's hanging there in the 4 zone. Can we defeat her yet? We have a 3, 4, 5. It's getting close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're on it. The 6 area, gosh, we could go 4, 4. Do we do that? I worry I made the 6 area. Gosh, if you make it, I want a big payoff there. Yeah, lag. We're not even at the halfway point. We're doing well. We're all right. Maybe we do a 2 here, knock out that minion, and go here and do 4, 4. I really do want to try to get that other achievement, which is what? 40 or more honor. So you have to do at least a 5 in both, or you need to do a 6 in one and a 4 in the other. So I don't love that with the 4s. We could go to the field. Yeah, I mean, we'll go to the field. First, let's spend our 2 here. Knock out a minion. We'll go spend our 5 to move to the field. And then we're going to do here in this one, we'll do a 4 and a 4. You can do any row, you can start any one, continue on. But I really like to start with the one that gives you the help bonus. So here we go, 5, we just left there. She's going to the windmill. Like, what's all this racket? 5, 1, 1, 6, 1, 1, 5, 6. Well, yeah, 4 equals 4. That's the math that I like, right? I could do that math. I think we do just 5, 6 and knock out these 2 minions. It's weird to just like, you know, kind of pass on those, but I just want to keep my options open for a better roll. It goes quick, eh? Here we go. Moves to the 1 zone. 1, 2, 4, 5. Here's why you wait. This was great. Here's why you wait. This was great. 4 and a 1. That gives us a help. And then now we get to throw a snowball. Who do we throw it at? I guess we ignore the farmer this round. I'll throw it down here to that one. So we have a 2 and a 5. That's not moving us towards our bonuses here, which is sad. Oh, we get the pig also. Do we call it here and not try to get any more points? We have 2 helps. This is zone. Do this 2. We don't have a move. Oy, 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 oy. The moving is catching me off guard. We still have to defeat her. We don't want to go to the 5 zone. We could go up to 2, but that just seems like a waste. A waste. Well, why don't we do this? This may seem odd. We'll spend the 5 here on this heart. And we'll put a 2 into here. All right. And that deals her a heart damage. Combo. Yes, indeed. Are you ready?
Thank you.
I don't think I'm gonna get any sheep this round. So yeah, correct. The help is to get a bonus die of any number. That's only for helping though. And so the move bonus is a bonus die of only for moving. So we're on the 5 zone. 2, 3, 4. Hey, yay. Here's from last week too. last month. Good old dice night. Good old dice night. We have 2. We have 4. Gosh, I'll spend the 2 here. I'll put a 4 here. This is going to sound wild that I would do this, right? But I'm going to spend the 3 to fly here to the silos and then spend the 5. Oh, good news. I did get a sheep. It's time.
Thank you.
So what I need to get is, I'm moving towards the end game. I need a 5. I need 6 6s, and I need a 4 5 6. I have really put myself in the corner here. And then I need 1 2 and 2 4s. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I need. It's fine. I need her to just fly over to me, and I need the exact numbers to defeat her. 1 4 5. That actually is a pretty good roll for defeating her. Do we go beat her? Maybe we do. Well, let's do the 5 first. So that gives us a 5 here, and that gives us 20 points. Love it. Time Roller, what's up, friend? Hope you're doing well. Man, what have I done? What am I doing with my life, man? Hi, Time Roller. I have 2 helps. I think I cut my losses on this one. I was trying to get this one achievement over here. I just don't think I'll be able to get it. That's all right. So I think I'll do a 1 and a 3 here. Defeat these 2 jokers. And that gives us the ×2. We have 4. 4. I guess I just put a 4 here and keep my helps. I really wanted to make it over to here. We're all right. We're all right. Time Roller, were you streaming today? That was a 1. I moved it. Did you see it? I cheated. It was a 1. 3. She hangs in the 3 zone still. 1 4 6. That's very close to last round. Well, can we defeat? Well, I think we're getting close to defeating him. Yeah, we're going to do it. All right. I guess we bail here. Do we get this chicken before we go? Okay, here's the plan. Here's what is so interesting about the silos, right? I'll just get this little chicken. Put a 1 there. It's kind of wild. And then we're going to fly over here to the field with the 3. We're in the same zone as her. We're going to spend the 4. We're going to use a help to get a 5. And then we'll spend the 6. We defeat her. We get the we get the Groundhog. Happy Groundhog Day. What was the line in the story? This is so cringe. No one messes with my Groundhog's Day. Because they're literally rescuing the groundhog. All right, we move that out of play now. That was good. This is great. This is great. We're getting a lot of achievements this play. We will see how many points it's going to be in the end. I really want a 2 and 2 4s for Okay, okay, all right. Oh my gosh, right? What if I'm stuck in a time loop? So 1 1 2 4. I should watch them. That is one of my favorite movies. So good. 2. We get a move bonus. Hello, move bonus. 4. We have a 1 and a 1. We don't need to worry about what's her name anymore. Grandma Winter. We've done well with these. Yeah. I guess we're going to spend our help. Yep. And we'll do a 4 here. Give us a snowball. I guess we'll throw a snowball. I don't know. How about here? And here's this bonus. This is how this works. Do they? Yeah, they play that on one of the channels all day long. I love it. So each field that is the same number as another field. So we have a 4s. So we get 2 of these. Oh, we get the cow too. Moo. That was actually really... What? Did I mark something wrong? We should not have had 2 cows. We only have 1. Am I cheating? What did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sheep, 1. Cow, 1. Groundhog, 1. Pig. I marked the wrong one earlier. There it is. I marked the cow instead of the pig. Okay. This was a pretty good showing for the field. And we're going to spend our move, and we're going to go up here to the farmhouse, and we're going to do a 1. A 1 and a 1, like this. Yeah. This is good. I like this mission. This feels good. 3, 5, 5, 6. A lot of odd numbers, which is a bummer. I think we want to get the chicken. Yeah, it's worth 5 points for that chicken. So we'll put a 6 here. And then a 3. And then a 5. And with the last 5, we're going to knock out one of these minions. We got that one earlier. So you can see this one you're trying to get all the numbers represented. So we've done 1, 3, 5, 6. So we need a 2 and a 4 for this final roll. We are up to the dice also. We need to hit evens. If we hit odds, all odds here. Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter. Groundhog saw its shadow. We rescued our pet groundhog in this story, so we are fine. What? 5, 5, 5, 6. That was a real sad last roll because it doesn't give us a ton of choices. How interesting. We get our chicken. It's all right. And we're going to have a left. This rarely happens when I play, but wow. Because we spent our move. It does seem like you want to have like 1 left behind. I spent these 2 early. Last round, I had 1 left over. It's like timeouts. Like, are you going to use them or not? All right, I'll just do 5, 5. That just gives us that. But we are too shy again of almost defeating that. Whew. That's all right. So we just had 1 leftover die that we didn't spend. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I do think, I mean, this is interesting. Okay, that's all right. Lurk you later. Lurk you later. All good, Time Roller. I'm getting ready to wrap up the stream anyways. So this has been good. Let's total up our scores here. One zone, we actually did not get any points. Oh no, we did. 4. Wait, we had a move. We have a move. Oh man, we're so close. I think I'll spend that, and then I will spend that final 5. Oh, we're so close. We almost did that. What was that final round? 5556. Do we not get the chicken and defeat this final minion? I think we do that. This is backing up, I know. I'm not going to spend the 6 there to get the chicken. This is like, I need a pencil. All right. And we're going to use that final 6 over here. So we get the farmer and we get the last one. That's going to give us another achievement is the idea. So, all right. Yeah, I think that's better for us. Cheating? No, we just backtrack. It was the same turn. All right, let's total up points now. 4 points for zone 1. 2 is nothing. 3 is... We got a decent amount of points here. What did we get? 10, 20, 34. That's really good. 4 zones, nothing. It ends up being that you end up with 2 zones with not much. 5 zone was our big payoff. We got 10, 20, 30, 40 points in the 5 zone. We might get a high score this round. 6 zone is 20 points. We didn't finish this one. Bunch of points from our buddies here. What did we do? 10, 15, 40, 45. What did we get last time? 44. This is for each animal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We spent all of our bonuses. This is our big payoff. 18 points and 18 points. Icicle minions. Isn't that, I mean, like, this is the story, right? We're defeating, like, the goal is to protect the farm, save the groundhog. That's what we did. It's not just to go climb a tree. It's to defeat. And so we did it this round. Time for some math, and then we will see what the future holds here. Did we get a high score? No, we didn't. It was so close, though.
Thank you.
We got 187, which is still a really good score. But is not 200. It's tough to get 200. All right, let's log some scores and let's get some achievements. 187. 223. But I am writing it February 2nd. Don't even think I was doing something different, Mac. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's see what achievements we got. We did get the groundhog. We did defeat Grandma Winter. We didn't get the 2 cows or 3 pigs or 8 chickens, but we did get this achievement, 18 of the icicles. Here are the other achievements down here. Rescue all 8 chicken bystanders. Defeat all the icicle minions in a game. I didn't think we were going to get that so soon. Here's the other one, which I'm very surprised we got in our second place. Score all 4 of the +5 bonuses for Area 5, the windmill. We did it. We did it. Here's what I was also trying to do that game, but the rolls did not go our way. To score 40 or more in the silos. And we got this. We've played 2 games in February. This is fun. I like having a thing to stream. So we'll keep streaming this in February. We'll see if we can finish all the things. You can log your score. Did you know that? That's part of the story of this game is survey. It'll show up here in a second. But we have just about 10 more minutes. I'm going to try to do a website here. Will it work? Oh, you know what? I'm going to upload. I'll just load the exact. I'll load the actual picture. That's how I'll do it. It'll take a second, and it'll be kind of janky while I'm doing it, but welcome to my stream. Image. All right, we'll say Jan 1. Okay. Yes, January results. This is perfect. So here's what was so fun, and I put this on BGG, and I've put it on the other thing. But look at this. This is the... Oh, no. Don't do that. No. There we go. I should lock that, eh? All right. Let's look at this. This is great. Hopefully you can see it. But this is total score, total responses. There are 60 folks that logged their score. Well, this is kind of difficult to see. But you can see at the bottom, it's stretching from 68 all the way to 145. So you can see the different points as they go along, with really kind of a median area in the 100s. So that was fun, you know, to have it be Quest for 100. That a lot of folks were able to get that. But man, there were some spiky scores of folks that really figured out some good ways to get a lot of points along the way. And so anyways, that is just really neat. I think that's really fun to have 60 different responses. There were several folks that logged several times, which was so fun. Let me share another one. I love this kind of stuff. And so, you know, here we are. What am I doing? Jan 2? All right, let's see. This one is another logging that folks did. Let me do okay. And so this was the different responses that people could click. You can see there's 57 responses. So some folks, just 3 of the folks when they logged it, either they didn't get these 4 things or they were only logging their score or something. Totally fine. But it's still 60 responses total. This was a part of the question. And so these were if you got the animal hero, if you got the key to the city. Animal hero was if you got the 3 animals bystanders from last month's. Key to the city was hiding up there by the mayor. And if you got that, it made all your bystanders worth a bonus point. And alien technology, there's some alien technology somewhere. So I think that's what's really fascinating. When we're talking about these things impacting the story, it's not like drastic changes, but it's fun little tweaks. And so the alien technology, 31 people found that. And that's over half, 31 out of 60. So I think that's going to be fun to help have that impact the story. I think some aliens will show up a little sooner than we had planned. And a lot of folks defeated the robot villain. The robot villain was in Zone 6 and had those 4 spaces to it. 34 of the 60 defeated the robot villain, which is pretty neat. This next one was the one that I was keeping the closest eye on of all the different stats. This is the one that is going to directly impact March, the month of March, because I don't know how spoilery this is, but I'm going to say it. The animal bystander. One of these animals is going to become your sidekick. And so I was watching this very closely because, you know, one of these animals, whichever one had the most, was going to be your animal sidekick. The one that got the most rescued. And so dog, cat, hamster were the 3 different animals. And dog was always kind of low in the running. For some reason, it's kind of funny, isn't it? The way people snagged them. The dog was up in the restaurant, but in a similar way to the school that the hamster was there. Maybe you can see that a little bit here. But there was the dog up here in the restaurant. But for some reason, just the way it ended up that people got and logged, the dog was always behind. But even up to the very last day, January 30th into the 31st, the cat and the hamster were tied at, I believe, 27. or 27 or 26, maybe 26. And so I was trying to think about a tiebreaker. What are we going to do? I'm trying to not tip the scales. I'm not logging any of my scores. But we had a few folks that logged their score the very last day, and the cat pulled ahead. So here's our cat. We will have a cat sidekick, a cat superhero. I don't know. We're going to see what happens, but that will directly affect March, which I think is fun. There's a cat. How about that? And then here's the last stat. Is there a last stat? Let's see, Jan 4. Which I think is fun to look at. What was the last one? Oh yeah, this one was great. This was a fun because it showed it as a pie graph here. And this was asking the question, did you defeat 3 or more robots? Now, if you remember this mission, there are 3 in each area. That mission, there was a robot, 1 robot in each location. So this was a stat I was trying to see if we collectively as a group did not defeat half of the robots, then there would be consequences. I don't know if you've played some of those like Telltale games like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones or Borderlands, or they have several that are all these Wolf Among Us, these storytelling games. But when you do something, it like the Game of Thrones one said, Cersei will remember that. And so this was the robots will remember that kind of moment if we did not defeat 3 or more robots. But we overwhelmingly did. 83.3% said yes to this, that they defeated 3 or more robots. So we really kicked them to the curb. We took care of those robots. So that is not going to negatively impact the story in the months ahead. I don't know how it would have, but you know, robots coming back. There's someone behind the robots too, so we'll see who that is. But man, this was so much fun to have all these different stats. Can't believe cat won out. So if you're trying to figure out what's the winner between cats and dogs and hamsters, in Super Dice Heroes, it's cats. I'm allergic. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to be sneezing the whole time. Maybe that's part of the story. Wow, but this has been fun. We've had a good time. We've had a good time. So February is available. All these things are available on the website. Don't forget to log your score, man. Maybe it's there. We have some beautiful birds. I've had like 6 different bird species right outside my window here. It's been so pretty. Hey, Mac, thanks for hanging out. Steph, thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Jen, for hanging out. We're going to raid somebody and call it a day. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Some of these songs are scoring super high. I love it. I love it. So my goal this month is to get to 200 and to finish my achievement sheet. And so that'll be fun. Next week we could try to get all the chickens. And I really love the silos. So that gets me thinking about things. Thank you so much. Let's pull up our raiders. Who can we raid? March. What will March be? Are we going to go St. Patrick's? Do we do that? You know what will be fun is next year when it's Groundhog Day and someone's like, are there any Groundhog Day games? And you'd be like, hey, Super Dice Heroes Saga had one, eh? That's right. Don't forget it. Raid channel. Hey, Gen Con. Shamrocks. There we go. And Guinness. Oh, man. See, Mac, you get it. Becca Scott is playing Magic. Gen Con is doing board games. Runa is making and crafting. Book of Nerds is doing board games. I think we'll go raid Book of Nerds because they are playing a board game. Gen Con, they've been streaming that Blood on the Clock Tower, which looks interesting. Yeah, Mac, I'm intrigued. I think we could maybe do something like that. Could be fun. Um, Indeed. Thanks for hanging out, Jen. When do you stream Jen Cam plays board games? I'm assuming you stream, eh? Can give a shout out when your stream is. So Gen Con, who's going to Gen Con? Is anyone looking at going this year? That's when I got to meet Steph in person last year. I got to play some board games. I need to get my ticket. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go this year. Gen Con hype. I know that the chat is on major delay today. This has been so fun. I'm gonna go get my girls here. Go hop in car line here. Jen Cam says my new schedule will be Sunday and Tuesday. Oh, but you've been sick for almost 2 weeks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, Steph's real. She's the real deal. All right, let me do this so folks can. Jen Cam plays board games. Here we go. I think that should work. Sure, it'll be a Gen Con. Boop, 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 boop. Well, Steph, we should play a game again when you're there. Mac, you're across the way, eh? You're across the ocean, so I think we'll miss you at Gen Con. But one of these days, we'll get to play a game in person. Where's Wim? Wim was talking about that. Maybe we should do a we should do like a game night, game day at Gen Con, where a meetup where we can all play a big game together or something. Good old Blighty for you. There it is. Very good. Jen, have you been to Gen Con, to Indy? Aircon, UKGE. Oh, Mac. That's what's so neat. These ones that y'all are close to over there. I think it would be so fun to get to go to some of these conventions. What is it, Spiel? To go to Spiel would be so fun. I listened to a podcast on Board Game Geek about that, where they were talking about their experience at Spiel and how neat it is that it's such just like a Wim's in the Netherlands. Why did I think he was over here in the US? I have trouble keeping it all straight. 90 minutes from there. Mac, how fun. That's great. Will you stay on site? Essen. You've done Essen the last 2 years. Essen's the biggest, eh? Essen is like it's the largest convention, right? I won't have a booth myself, but a couple of my games will be at booths available. So, Twin City Games, he's my buddy. Twin City Games in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He has a booth usually, and so he'll probably be showing off Cody his latest version of Dino Dunk. It's in the works. He's taking that to Kickstarter, so he'll probably have a version of that there. Deep Freeze, so you can check that out. But did Paleontologist a version of that with him, Snow People, and also a card game called Animals and Espionage. He'll probably be selling that. Figure you saw of attendees that had Spiel as the biggest. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Okay. I got Spiel and, thank you, Essen mixed up. I got my wires crossed on that one. Yeah, it's interesting. I had a friend that went to, what's the name of that one? Unplugged, PAX Unplugged. And I hear really good things about PAX. That it's such a chill convention. Like the amount of people, it's not as many people, so you can actually sit down and play a lot of games. I see. I see. So they're the same thing. Oh my gosh. Look at this noob over here. Yeah, I'd like to go to Spiel and also to Essen at some point. You're like, yeah, you can do both at the same time. Very good. So Essen is the city. So people kind of nickname it Essen, but the actual convention is called Spiel. Oh, very good. Origins. So Jen, I guess you're in Indy then. I'm in North Carolina here, from Ohio though. So I've never been to Origins though. I hear good things about it. It's supposed to be a fun convention. That's right. Yeah, very good. Michigan. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very good. That's fun. Oh, I bet you're close to what is it? Sandusky with the big roller coaster park up there. I want to take my girls there. Take the family there at some point. Cedar Point. How fun. Uncle in Michigan. Very good. Germans tend to insist on calling it Spiel or Essenspiel. Essenspiel. I've heard that. I learned that you say Spiel, not Spiel. I've sung some in German, but I don't know German. I've sung some songs in German, but man, that's fun. Well, it's been so great. We are hitting here right at the 2-hour mark. Steph will be there. Steph, I think aren't you in Indy? Or you're close to Indiana? I'm not trying to say where people live. We're on the internet. Stranger danger. All right. Y'all, this has been so fun. If I make another minute and a half, I will have streamed 2 hours. So I'm going to talk for another minute and a half, and then we're going to raid somebody. But Gen Con, that would be fun. What if we did I don't even know. What would be fun? Like an event? Like, what if it was like a... Oh, no. What if we did like I don't know. I'm trying to think what would be fun. Because when you're at Gen Con, you want to do like Gen Con-y stuff. You want to do all that jazz. But I could like do a live stream from Gen Con. And we could do like a play along, like a live play and play along on stream from Gen Con of a game. You know, like a game that is a scalable game that plays up to as many as people have the paper to do it. That could be fun. We could meet up with Ilka and Dave if they're there. I know that's a big trip for them. But where would you even do it? I'm not reserving space. I'm not saving a space. I guess we could do it in like a lobby somewhere, a hotel lobby, or like a ballroom. They have those different ballrooms that are available. That could be fun. Just a meetup. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We've got some time to think about it, but it'll be fun. All right, dear friends, this has been so much fun. Let me refresh, and we're going to raid Booko Nerds. Go say hey, and we can talk cribbage with them. They're my cribbage buddies. Happy stream day. Happy Groundhog Day. If you see a groundhog, say hello. Go raid Nook of Birds. Nook of Birds. That's good. I like that. Hey, thanks y'all for chatting. It's been fun. All right, it's up. All right. We'll see y'all next time. I'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel for some more Super Dice Heroes Saga February. All right, friends. We'll see you.